Pastor Matthew Stuckey here, and in this video, I want to explain to you Ephesians chapter 5, verse 21. Ephesians 5, verse 21 says, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God. Now, the reason why this verse is often very confused is because right afterwards, it talks about wives and husbands until the end of the chapter. And the next verse says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. So in the verse before, it says we're supposed to submit one to another. Then the next verse says, wives, submit to husbands, meaning putting husbands above the wives, and wives go underneath their husbands, such as a submarine underneath the water. And the question is, well, wait a minute, why did it just say in the previous verse that wives and husbands should submit to each other? And then it says wives submit to husbands in the next verse. It seems to contradict. But actually, verse 21 is not a reference to merely the relationship of wives and husbands. It's actually a reference to any situation of authority and somebody underneath authority found in the Bible. And what the Bible's going to actually do is give you 3 examples of this in Ephesians 5 and Ephesians chapter 6. See, there's this false idea that when you get to the end of a chapter, it's automatically a new thought. Many times it actually gets you into trouble because the thought is not actually over. Originally, when the Bible was written, there actually were no chapters. And especially these epistles that are being written, they're meant to be read as one letter that ties together. And the chapters are nice, but you have to realize that the end of the chapter and the start of the new chapter is not necessarily a new thought. And so in Ephesians 5 verse 21, it says, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God. And the first example it's going to give is wives submit to husbands. That's the first example of submitting in the fear of God. Then at the beginning of chapter 6, it says, children, obey your parents. Okay, so children submit to parents. Then it's going to give the example of servants to masters. And of course, there's other examples as well. When you walk into a company, walk into a grocery store, they're the authority. You go by their rules. You submit underneath them. We submit under government. All of us in situations, even if you're a powerful person, you do have some situations where you're in a situation of submission. And what the Bible's saying is that whatever situation you have of having an authority over you, submitting yourselves one to another, submit to that authority in the fear of God. Anyways, thank you and God bless.